So here we come with our third video of chapter 6, application of derivatives. Today is 17th June, third part of chapter 6. In the last video we had learned about increasing functions, strictly increasing, decreasing and strictly decreasing functions. How we were supposed to find it out, finding out the derivative. Then let's see whether it is greater than 0, it will be strictly increasing. If it is less than 0, strictly decreasing. If it is equal to 0, then we can say that it is a constant function. Now let's see for exercise 6.2. Here we'll be doing few questions so that you will be able to complete with the exercise and you can practice it. How we'll be doing this? Show that the function given by fx is equal to sin x is, we have to show that this sin x is strictly increasing in the interval 0 to pi by 2, strictly decreasing in the interval pi by 2 to pi, and neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. So we had written the function. We had the next step, finding out the derivative. Derivative is there. Now for this derivative we have to find it out whether it will be positive or negative or something else. Accordingly we will be deciding whether it will be increasing, decreasing or like that. So f dash x is cos x. We have to see in the first point 0 to pi by 2. Between 0 to pi by 2 it is first quadrant. So cos x is always positive in that quadrant. So we can say that easily that the function fx is strictly increasing in 0 to pi by 2. Now let's see for the next interval pi by 2 to pi. Now this is pi by 2 to pi is second quadrant. In the second quadrant only sin x and cosec x is positive, rest all are negative. So but here we are having cos x. So this cos x is negative in the interval 0 to pi by 2 to pi, which is second quadrant. So we can easily say that fx is strictly decreasing in pi by 2 to pi. Now the third comes neither increasing nor decreasing in 0 to pi. Now this cos x, we had already seen from 0 to pi by 2 it is positive, and from pi by 2 to pi it is negative. Means sometimes it is increasing, sometimes it is decreasing. So f dash x is sometimes increasing and sometimes decreasing, means it does not possess the same sign throughout 0 to pi by 2. It had to possess the same sign between the given interval, then only we can say that the function is increasing or decreasing. So the last is neither increasing nor decreasing. Next kind of question that come for this means finding out the intervals. Here the intervals were given and we had to prove that whether it is increasing or decreasing or neither increasing nor decreasing. The next kind of question that comes is finding out the intervals in which the functions are strictly increasing or decreasing. So let's see one question of that kind also. How we will be doing it. The steps you should know, then you can easily find it out how you can proceed any kind of question. See this. Find the intervals in which the following functions are strictly increasing or decreasing. This is the given function. Next, first step is always we have to find the derivative. Founded the derivative. Taking minus 6 I am taking common. So this become x square plus 3x plus 2. Then factorizing this bracket, I am getting here x plus 1, x plus 2 and a minus 6 is outside. Now when I substitute this f dash x is equal to 0, first step is always finding out the derivative. In the second step I had to equate this f dash x is equal to 0. If I equate this is equal to 0, I will be getting either x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to minus 2. Right? From minus 1 to minus 2. Now this minus 1 and minus 2 divides this whole number line into 3 parts. Let's see. This is the place where you have to just pay attention. Let's draw number line. 0, all positive numbers till infinity, negative numbers till infinity. Now it is divided between 3 parts, from minus 2 to minus 1 and from minus 1 to positive side till infinity and from minus 2 to negative side means minus infinity. So three kinds of intervals that are formed are minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to minus 1, and minus 1 to infinity. We will be checking about the positivity in all or negativity in all three intervals. Accordingly, we can tell whether the function is increasing or decreasing at what intervals. So first we are checking here for minus infinity to minus 2. This is the interval, means x is between minus infinity to minus 2. Now you can take either any number out of it. Suppose I take here minus 3. This is always negative. First portion is always negative. We can write here minus. If I put this minus 3 over here, this will give us again a negative number. Or any minus number. Minus 3 plus 1, minus 2, minus 3 plus 2, again a minus. Means all these three numbers will be with negative sign. Means minus into minus into minus, we will be again getting a negative number. So this shows that the function is decreasing in minus infinity to minus 2, since this is less than 0. Now we will be checking for minus 2 to minus 1. See here in the interval minus 2 to minus 1, x is between minus 2 to minus 1. What the number? This number, first number will be always negative, so I written a negative over here. Now any number between minus 2 to minus 1, if I will be putting it here, it will again give me a minus number. So this is also negative. And any number between this, if I put it here, it will be, if I suppose minus 1.5, minus 1.75, any number I will be putting it, we will be getting it a positive value. So this is positive. Minus into minus is positive, plus, and plus into plus is again plus. Means we are getting the final result as positive. Means this is positive, so fx is increasing in minus 2 to minus 1. Here it was decreasing, here it is increasing. Now we will be checking it for minus 1 to infinity. From minus 1 to infinity. If you are unable to take, how we will take the decision for this? You can take any number out of this, which should be greater than minus 1 and less than infinity. Suppose you can take 0, you can take 1, 2, anything. And accordingly we have to put the sign. The first number is always minus. The second and the third bracket will be positive if I substitute any number between minus 1 to infinity. Finally, I am getting the result as negative. So negative means it is decreasing function. So it is decreasing in minus infinity to minus 2, increasing in minus 2 to minus 1, and again decreasing between minus 1 to infinity. So you had to keep in mind how you will be writing the final answer. See this, how we will be writing the final answer. You can't leave it like here only. Hence fx is increasing in minus 2 to minus 1 and decreasing in the remaining. Right? In this way you can write final answer, that where it is increasing or where it is decreasing. One more question I am doing from this exercise, question number 17. And after this question, remaining of the questions you have to try, complete your exercise, practice all the questions. Having any kind of doubts, you can contact me on WhatsApp, on my personal window. You can ask the questions. See what is given in question number 17. Prove that the function f given by fx is equal to log cos x. Log cos x is strictly decreasing on this 0 to pi by 2 and strictly increasing on pi by 2 to pi. So fx is given log cos x. Its derivative will be, this is 1 upon cos x, then again the derivative of cos x will be minus sin x. So ultimately we are getting the derivative as minus tan x. I did it very easily, and the students who had practiced chapter 5, they can be doing it easily. But others, those who had not practiced the derivatives of chapter 5, they will be unable to understand how this minus tan x came. It's up to you. I already told you, you have to practice. Now we have to check this answer for this interval 0 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 to pi. Let's check for 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 is first quadrant, where tan x is always positive. So this tan x will be positive, but this negative sign will make it negative. So it is strictly decreasing, means f dash x is less than 0. When it is less than 0, it is strictly decreasing. And now let's check for the interval pi by 2 to pi. Means it is the second quadrant. Second quadrant, tan x is negative. So negative into negative, negative, and this tan x negative will be getting positive. Positive means fx is strictly increasing in pi by 2 to pi. Very simple. Always you have to find f dash x, and if it is asked to prove, check it whether it is positive. You can easily write it strictly increasing. If it is negative, strictly decreasing. If you have to find the interval, put f dash x is equal to 0. You will be getting some numbers. Divide the number line into that many portions and check it out whether it is increasing or decreasing. Complete your exercise 6.2. Have a good day.